After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it.
Hello?
It's a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Hello?
On second down, this is Jackson. And he'll
Hello?
take this up over
Do you
the
have a
40
mic?
to about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I said, do you have a mic? Give me that first down, boy.
This is Jackson, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard
Hello?
line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Yo.
Bye-bye.
Oh, shit.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Frick, man.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I got a viewer in here, so it's time to score a touchdown, I guess. Oh, bro, this is too easy. You're an idiot.
Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB,
You're an idiot, bro.
they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for
Oh,
a
no, I
loss.
haven't done that yet. I'll do it in a minute.
Second and long.
Thank you.
Oh, that was a tiny too. That
Nowhere to
sucks.
escape, and he
Nah, I
goes
didn't put human
down.
joystick on him. I'll put it on him after this game.
Landry, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss
Sorry,
of
AK
6.
boys.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have.
Do you care if you listen to me, Chance? I don't really want to wear a mic.
Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic
Oh,
ability
baby,
just
I like
takes
the
over.
looks of these. I like the looks of those.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Thank
They're going
you.
deep for Hill.
Oh,
Pass is
what a bad
intercepted,
pass.
intended for Hill.
Tua
Picks
sucks.
off at the 25. And he'll get this
Tua
back across the
sucks.
midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Alright, I'm going to take my mic off, though, so I can actually...
Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
48, 48 to Mike. 61, matchbox, right. Watch out. See it, on. Yep, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion, hey.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Set, 30
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, there was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll drop the throw. Past the 20. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. General, relax. Hey, check 24, check 24. Ready, go.
On the draw, here's Jackson. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he's loose again. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Again, helping partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
enough. I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this rhyme, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over, he in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Move our hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Come on, set. Come to the engine. Hey, watch the slant. Check nine, check nine.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for.
I
They tried to throw for it.
Like, I couldn't even tell.
Nice effort to knock down, but away and bring up second
I couldn't
down.
tell you that was overthrown.
Second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And again this time,
Dickerson.
they'll
Oh
take this from the 40 up to the
fuck you,
45
Dickerson.
for a gain of 5.
Fuck you, little bitch.
Third play
Fuck this
here in
kid
this
up.
opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Run some fullback dive, faggot. Oh, you run the corner route, huh? Corner route? Don't get in my way. Yeah, corner routes, huh? Oh, why is that crossing route wide open?
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Of course you're going to get Moss, you bum. Freaking 80 overall out there.
Touchdown. Randy Moss, 55 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Taking back my mic off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 8, read. I got him.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Exit. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. It's been a long day for you. 29 is the mic. Mike 29.
indeed going for it as they look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Check three. Jumper. Hey, look, three. Check one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Switch.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Mohamed Sanu with nobody ahead of him. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he is in.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you want till when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak, I'm the sick.
Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
A clash of 2 of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Touchdown, Oakland. He returned first here in this opening quarter. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow, yellow. Watch the run.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken very short. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Oh, you got deep?
Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete to open things up. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. On 3rd down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 4th down now after a loss of 2. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
60, orange. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Pilot, 64. Weak. C6. Let's go, nice squeeze. Squeeze. Get in there.
2nd and 6. Wide open receiver complete. A gain there of 21 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Buccaneers.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Bravo. Mine 15. Here we go. Let's bring it. Now. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And his pass incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start here with Jackson. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Mike's 50. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Watch twins. Check 3. Check 3. Wahoo. You're out. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On the return, Hester. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On 2nd down now, Peyton. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On 1st down, Peyton. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Walter Payton, 41 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bruce Smith brings the heat, gets the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders, 44 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Bo. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey, well, you know, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Charlie. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Come on, set. Henry.
Silver. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety creep.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
On second down, Peyton. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Walter Payton with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see it.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.